And it is time. It's time to test out Lavos Prime, because that is who I have right here. There we freaking go. So I took quite a while to farm up this guy, but here he is. We got Lavos Prime. I know nothing about him. I know absolutely a diddly squat about him. And we're going to be testing him out for the first time here. Now, of course, I want to test him out in the Duviri paradox, but we won't be doing that just yet. Instead, we will be going to one of these planets. Let's see, you could do interception, could do defense. Yeah, let's do some defense. Of course, I have better weapons that should be able to handle this, but the focus is on Lavos Prime. I know nothing about Lavos, know nothing about Lavos Prime, so this will be very interesting. So I read up just a tiny bit on his first ability, so we're going to be doing this. I think this is actually interesting from the little bit I read. Okay, so what I did is with each ability I have, I can imbue like another element to make each ability do that elemental damage. Now, the first ability is the I believe that's toxic damage, so that's something. Now, for some reason, my energy bar isn't showing. Don't know why. I don't know if that's a bug or something. But anyway, I'm gonna go up to a guy. And I can't really show off one part of this, but I can show off another part of this. So I am going to do that, and I can go ahead and... Wait, did that even show it? Oh no, it's on a cooldown. I was like, go up to this guy, do that. I might need to wait until I can fully kill them with it. Maybe. Maybe this little guy. Do that? Nope. That might be good because I don't have any mods on you. Because I've got to put mods on you. Well, that sucks. But anyway, that ability, basically, after he dies, after the enemy dies, I am supposed to be able to consume it and get health. So that is where that unique part comes from. So basically, I'm just kind of a little healing boy for myself already at the start. Which, with that being said, since I don't have mods on you right now, this is gonna kind of suck trying to level this guy up. But it's fine, he still looks pretty cool, and doing this like a little whip attack could do something. Now, in reality, I should have just taken off most of my weapons so that my Lavos could get most of the affinity, but it's fine. Well, I can extract already, which that's perfect, so I can get some mods on this guy. So I did that. Let's do some interception then. I gave this thing quite a bit. Oh, wait, I was thinking of something else. It's fine, this should somewhat go kind of well. I should be able to do this. So anyway, I gave this thing quite a bit of ability strength. I do have my second ability, but I kind of want to give my first ability some time to shine, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so no, I'm going to wait for them to get close. Maybe this guy, yeet. Oh, there we go. There we go, now we're one-shotting them. And you know, now that I think about it, I don't know why I used the flow mod. I don't know why I did the flow mod. But let's do this again and zap. Yeah, I'm pretty much one-shotting them now, which is nice. So every 7 seconds, I think I can hit multiple enemies, right? And yeet, yes I can. Okay, now I should really be able to test if I can kill one, which I did not. If I can find an easy guy to kill like you, there we go. We should have just gained some health. Which now I need to kind of focus because I do not want to lose this. I really don't. As much as I'd like to test out the abilities, I need to kind of win. We're slowly catching up, we're slowly getting more kills, and we're slowly using my ability just a little bit more, which can kill stuff. Which is a nice feeling. And there we go, there is an easy win. Okay, now we have a survival, and now we have 2 more abilities to check out. We have a second ability and a third ability. Okay, so I think this could work. Actually, no, this won't work. I forgot to take off my companion again. But we will do, okay, we kind of did it. So basically, what the 2 ability does is every 5 seconds, you can just do a little line that leaves a bunch of puddles that does a little frost damage. Along with that, you can hold Z to get frost damage boost onto your abilities, which I believe you can also use with in tandem with other abilities, right? Or wait, it went away. So if I do that. Okay, so it's only one ability, I think, or one ability use, and it goes away. Got it. I know it would probably be better once I level it up, so we'll have to test that out later. But in the meantime, that is pretty much the second ability. So the next ability, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to test out right now, but we'll see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this ability, and I'm going to quickly use this. So I shot something that should have electrified some things. And I believe right away that my first ability got recharged. Because every enemy that this thing shocks, so I'm gonna pay attention. I'm gonna press 1, or I'm gonna press the first ability, and then I'm gonna press 3. Okay, that only hit 1 enemy. Dang it. Okay, let's try that again. Do that. Damn it. There was no cooldown, but do that. That only hit 1 enemy again, I think. Okay, I'm kind of understanding it a bit. So I just need to wait for the cooldown, and then we can try it one more time. So I'm going to use that ability, and I'm going to look up, shoot that. And instantly, I had my first ability back. So that works with all the abilities, is when I use 3, I will be able to get energy back each time, for each enemy it hits. I'll be able to get, lower my duration by 1.5 seconds for each enemy it hits. And it also does some cool things, which I'm going to show right here. Is it kind of mutates all the health orbs and energy orbs, so it does both. Same with the ammo, so it gives both types of ammo. So that's an interesting ability. It kind of helps everywhere, and it does do damage, and it also does do kind of healing. I mean, it helps so you can heal with the first ability, and there's a bunch of synergy when it comes to that. And along with that, the third ability does give all your abilities the, or turn your abilities into the shock damage. So there's that too. Oh wait, I'm already done with the survival. My god. I've been getting kind of mesmerized with using his abilities now. I've kind of just been zipping back and forth with this, because it does kill them. It may be a little slower than I wish, but it does kill them. Now, I don't have... Well, actually, can I get him in... Oh, I can get him in the Duviri Paradox now. So I don't have the 4th ability, but I might as well try him out in the Duviri Paradox right now. Since it changed and everything, and we might as well get him all those levels so that I can get him level 30, because I have another thing to do after I get him to level 30. So let's grab him, but let's configure him so we have all these good mods, or at least a bunch of mods on him. I'm going to try my best to see if I can't upgrade his abilities. If not, I will go with melee. And we're going to see what happens. We're going to use most of his abilities. We're going to get his level 4, and we're going to see how well he fares against all these guys. So we already got defense, which is already off to a great start, because that gives a bunch of Eximus enemies, which will level up him up a lot faster. Alright, so let's start it. Let's do this. And we'll start by making sure we can one-shot with this. Yes, we can. And so we'll just start by kind of making sure all of our abilities are... Making sure we're doing actually a lot more abilities. And it seems like duration does affect this 2 ability. Oh god. So duration does seem to affect that, which is good because you can do that a lot longer. Let's do it again. And we'll be tossing out our 3. We'll try using almost all of our abilities so that we can get as many kills as possible. Here's an Eximus. Let's see, can I one-shot the Eximus? I don't even know if I hit him. But we'll try it again and yeet. Okay, I did hit him. Didn't do much. Okay, well, at least I did kill him. It took a little while, but I did kill him. I should probably check. If I hold the toxin button at least, maybe a different ability, do I do more damage in the end with this? Okay, yeah, I do. Just a little bit. So if I'm making sure I do that, then I could be doing a lot better. Now we have a 4th ability, which apparently, if the more, the more status effects you have, the more damage these do. But these kind of home out and attack a bunch of enemies. It does have a pretty big cooldown, which kind of sucks, but that is, it is what it is. Honestly, kind of pairing that with the 3rd ability could make it quite nice. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. But I just healed because I used my ability from my 1st ability. Okay, so I see how this is going. I see how this is playing here. So he's a big freaking guy on abilities. Got it. And on elements. And slowly as we do this, we're going to be upgrading our abilities more and more, so it should be even nicer. And it looks like I just upgraded my 2nd ability, which made me, I think, faster. And I believe that with the 3rd, with that all done, I got the defense done easily. Now I want to try this. Nearby enemies get affected by cold. So that might be helping my 2nd ability do more damage. Which, of course, I forgot to mention, the 2nd ability is heat damage. So when you hold on to that ability, you can get heat damage. But I should be getting a little bit more damage onto them with the 4th ability each time each time a new effect is on them. I find that a little difficult to tell doing this, so I'm just gonna believe that works and go from there. You know, I can really see his second ability being pretty good in like small rooms, because it would give a chance for all this stuff to actually hit a bunch of enemies. I could see that being good. Okay, let me see. I'm kind of curious, because okay, I think this is doing more heat damage or more damage in general than the number 4 ability, because I think it was doing like somewhere in the 3000s when I was last doing it, so it might be doing more. And I don't think it got upgraded. And now we're getting a nice, steady amount of enemies that I'm able to test some of this stuff on, so that's nice. It's also nice to have this open space so I can kind of test out all the abilities in like pretty decent working order, I guess. And then we got that done, and we just got a nice basic exterminate. Unfortunately, I haven't been getting any good decrees or whatever for ability strength or abilities in general, so that sucks. Now I wonder when this will happen if I get slash damage. Does that count as another element when it comes to this? Let's see. Okay, that all did varying damage. That did not help. It could be that none of them were slashed, and that might just be a weapon thing. In other words, I might just be dumb. Wait a second. Wait, you know what I just noticed? So if I would do this, then this, I get radiation damage. Oh. So you can mix all of the elements. That is great to know, actually. So let's do 1 and 2. So we get viral. And then if we do 2 and 3, we get magnetic. And maybe let's see, 1 and 4, we get I forgot what that is. Then with there being 2 and 4, you get blast. Now, am I missing any? Did I do this? No, I didn't do this one, which I don't remember what that is either. But that is interesting. I just kind of discovered that without even thinking, honestly. Let's see. Can I kill the corrupted vor? Probably. I don't think I've used like any of my weapons. Okay, he's not taking much damage. That kind of sucks. Okay, I'm almost there to killing him, and that should get him. That should get him. Nope, he moved, and that should get him. There we go. So I'll do this Void Flood one last time, and we don't really need to test him that much here, because I think I've done everything he has to offer. Wait. Oh, I only get ability efficiency. Dang it. Alright, so here we are with the last Void Flood, and then we can be on our way. And I barely even used a single weapon. But there we go. Lavos Prime should be level 30. Let's freaking go. We might as well, of course, knock out the 2 birds with 1 stone, right? That's why I was doing that. Which means I could mod him a little bit more so I could give him a good try. Which it might be better with some ability range. I could see some possible builds. And because of all this, look at all those stats, them looking a lot better. All of my abilities are a lot stronger. So, other than that, we have another thing to do. We now have a mastery rank up. So we can begin the test, and let's do this. Okay, my movement is the key to this. Okay. So that's great. That's amazing. And okay, so I just need to kill these guys. This is gonna be great if I had better aim. So go up here. I'm probably gonna waste a thing somewhere. Okay, let's go over here. Got half of them, so we're doing kind of fine. So let's go over here. There we go, and kill you. Kill you up there. I wonder if they would just die instantly from that. Yes, they will. So it might be a lot better to use my Lavos Prime. And kill you. There we go. Super easy. We got a complete one with our very new, our super cool Lavos Prime. Don't think I could have, well, actually, I could have probably used its 4th ability. But it's fine. But that isn't the only reason I want to do that, because now I am finally Master Rank 13. Which I've been trying to get for such the longest time, so I can get the Quasis Prime. The Quasis Prime will be ready in about 12 hours. I have some upgrades that I need to do on some mods, stuff like that. But I can't wait, because this Quasis Prime is gonna be insane. I'm excited for it, I really am, so we'll see how that goes. Another thing I do have to do is I have to make you look cool. I just don't know what colors I'm going to use yet. And with my newly looking Lavos Prime, we are going to be doing one more survival to give him one final test at him maxed out. I still don't have a perfect build with him, so this is not my final opinion on them by any means, but we'll see what he seems like right now. Alright, so let's start this, and let's get to slaying. Okay, first ability, easy. There we go, super easy. And this ability, especially during the infested, is going to do a lot. It's going to be a massive ability. Look at all of them just dying left and right, Jesus Christ. But then I can't forget about this one. There we go. That's going to just get a bunch of kills right there. That pretty much wiped everything around us. My God. I did add range to this guy. I want to see. Oh, look at that. Is some great range. That is some amazing range. And of course we have the third ability, which can give us some duration back, which is amazing. Yeah, these guys literally can't do crap. They can't. Like, I have my healing ability for my number 1, and that, from what I'm aware, that heals amazingly. So I'm guessing it scales with ability strength, and it's just insane. It's just, I can't believe how powerful he feels at the start, especially when I just got him. Barely modded him, to be fair. I barely modded him, and these are only level 30 enemies, so I know he isn't still, he hasn't reached his potential yet. But it just shows me a little bit of what he can reach, and I am excited to see where else he can go. And I'm sure someone else will tell me about things that I don't know, because there's obviously millions of things I don't know, but we'll see what happens. And honestly, this is actually just really fun, because all I want to do is only use its abilities. So that if that tells you anything, then that's good. If it doesn't tell you anything, then I don't know what you're thinking. But this is being my second Prime Warframe, and it's obviously the newest Prime Warframe, so I'm quite happy with that. We still have a few months before the next Prime Warframe, and there will be a new Warframe coming in the game here soon, even though I'm still nowhere near that point, but I'm getting there. Alright, now we can leave and get on out of here with our awesome Lavos Prime. And of course, I never really touched on this, but obviously his whole thing is he doesn't have energy. Which, that's cool. I like that. That's very cool. Which makes him even more fun because you still can kind of use his abilities as much as you want despite the cooldown. So with that being said, I think I'm going to end it off here with the new and shiny new Lavos Prime. He looks pretty cool. Look at his little eye up there. Just looks a little weird. I did not mean to get that close, but that works out. So yeah, he looks cool, and especially with what I'll put on him, especially looks cool now. So yeah, with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed, maybe like, maybe subscribe. I don't really give a crap. In the next video, I will probably be doing another mission. Then after that, Warframe, stuff like that. I will be doing a bunch of things. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I guess I'll see you in the next video.